Hey, welcome back again to Rinka's Kitchen. I have another family favorite recipe that I'd like to share with you. It is called scrambled eggs with noodles. TOJÁSOS TÉSZTA. What you will need for this recipe is 250 grams of broad noodles, and today I'm using egg noodles, and 4 to 5 whole eggs, 3 tablespoons of margarine, 2 tablespoons of milk, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper, and half a teaspoon of sweet Hungarian paprika. So what I did was I cooked up some noodles in a large pot filled with boiling water, and I added 1 teaspoon of salt to it. And then when the noodles were ready, I drained them off and rinsed them with warm water in a colander. And then I placed the noodles in a large heat-resistant serving dish. And then I added the 1 tablespoon of margarine to it. And then I placed the noodles back into the oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit to keep it warm. And then I'm going to show you what the noodles look like. I've already cooked them up for you, and so you can see what they look like. And so I bought these at my local grocery store, and I bought them at the import section of where you can buy these kinds of things. So this is the egg noodles, and I've chosen to use the broad kind of noodles for this recipe. It makes it look really nice. The presentation looks great with this type of noodle. So then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, in a mixing bowl, I've added, actually I'm using 5 eggs today. 5 whole eggs, and I'm going to be adding my 1/4 teaspoon of ground pepper, and I'm using sea salt today, adding some salt to that, and 2 tablespoons of milk to the egg mixture. And now this is going to become, and I'm just going to, with a fork, I'm going to briskly beat. And I've already started beating the eggs. I'm going to briskly beat in the ingredients in there. And then I've got a frying pan on the stove, and I had it from low to medium heat. And I've got 2 tablespoons of margarine. So I'm going to be making a scrambled egg in the frying pan, and I'm going to continuously stir that so that I have a broken up kind of texture to it, because that's what I'm going to be mixing in the egg noodles, mixing together with the egg noodles. So I'm just going to take that over to the stove. And I'm going to be continuously stirring this at a low to medium heat. And I've already melted the 2 tablespoons of margarine to it. So I'm going to keep cooking this and frying it until it is done. And then I'm going to take the scrambled eggs, and I'm going to put them mix them with the pasta. Now this was a very common recipe with my grandmother, so if she wasn't able to get meat, or she wasn't able to afford meat for her family, she would make this pasta egg noodles recipe for a meal, one of the meals. So I'm just going to keep stirring that around. And I'm going to fry that well. And what I'll do is I will come back and show you what this great recipe looks like served on a plate, and you can see actually what it looks like. What's really nice about it is that when you add the sweet paprika on top, it adds a little bit of color to it. So when I come back, I will show you what this great recipe looks like. Welcome back again to Rinka's Kitchen. I had on the stove some eggs, so I've fried them up, I've scrambled them, and I'm going to be ready to put them into the pasta. So, and this recipe is called scrambled eggs with noodles, TOJÁSOS TÉSZTA. And this was a common recipe of my grandmother's. So she would make this recipe for her family when she was unable to purchase meat and she was unable to get it on the market, or she just wanted to, you know, save some money with her cooking. So she would make this recipe, and it's very filling and it's very, very healthy recipe. And what I'd like to do is show you what this dish looks like with the scrambled eggs. So I've scrambled the eggs and I've kind of made them kind of the texture of them. If I'm just going to have you, I'll just show you what the eggs actually look like. So they're kind of broken up, like they're in pieces like that. So, and they're a little bit brown too. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit browned. Also, gives it a nice flavor. So I'm just going to continue adding the this on there, and then I'm just going to mix it together with the pasta. Very filling recipe. It's got the protein in it. And this would be served more like for a lunch or even for dinner. So I'm just going to mix the scrambled eggs into there. And then I'm going to add some paprika, sweet paprika on the top of it, just for color. I'm just going to sprinkle some, and this is a sweet paprika that I'm using. Hungarian sweet paprika. I'm just going to sprinkle on. You can sprinkle on as much as you like, just to give it some color. And so that's what the scrambled eggs with noodles, TOJÁSOS TÉSZTA, looks like. And before serving it to your family or guests, you could keep it in the oven and keep it warm. So you'd want to preheat your oven to 200 degrees Fahrenheit and keep this dish nice and warm. Now there can be variations with it. You can add ham to it, you can add sausage to it if you wanted to, just to add a little bit of meat to it. But my grandmother would serve it like this. It's very simply. She would serve it very simple. But if you wanted to add some bacon, some fried up bacon bits in there, you could add that for flavor also, for a variation. So I'm just going to put this on a plate like this. And if you wanted, you could serve some bit of cucumbers with it, sliced up cucumbers or some vegetables. Add some vegetables to it if you wanted to do that too. Tomatoes, some sliced up tomatoes. And so this is what it would look like. And I'm just going to move this over here and to show you what this looks like on a plate. And then you can add a little bit more paprika to it if you want, because it's kind of got mixed up with it. So this is what the TOJÁSOS TÉSZTA looks like. Okay, if you have any questions or comments regarding this recipe, please feel free to contact me at irene@orinkaskitchen.com or orinkaskitchen.com. I hope you enjoy preparing this for your family and friends. Until next time, bon appetit, jó étvágyat!